Here at Show Low High School, and that's coming up in just a couple of moments. Stand by. We'll get rolling with
Continuing the spirit of good sportsmanship, please remember to pursue victory with honor.
For only $45 a month with no contract and no credit check. Buy that special someone a smartphone with the sweetest deal around. It's the perfect match this Valentine's Day. Call or text anywhere you want, as much as you want. Surf the web, stream your favorite shows, and share it all on social media. So go Flex Plus and share the love. Hurry into your nearest Cellular One store and check it out today.
When it comes to sports photography in this region, there's the Sports Zone, and then there's everybody else. Derek Simmons' reputation as the top sports shooter is well-deserved. Check out his galleries online at sportszone123.com and on our Facebook page, Magazine. And if you have a varsity athlete, contact us to order a one-of-a-kind 18x24 custom athlete poster from Derek and the Sports Zone. You're going to love it. Our happy customer factor, a solid 100%. Go to sportszone123.com for details or call 928-242-4827.
Folks, we are broadcasting live from Show Low High School Cougar Gymnasium, and you recognize that song, don't you, 80s babies? You recognize Working for the Weekend, Loverboy, and you know what? That's exactly what's happening here tonight. These teams are working for a championship game appearance coming up this weekend. This Saturday, the boys will play 7 o'clock here at Show Low High School in the Division III Section 4 championship game. My name is Floyd Simmons, joined by PA Patrick Austin for the start of this one. They have introduced the starting lineups here at Show Low High School for the Snowflake Blue Ridge matchup. I think we're going to get the national anthem here in just a moment. And then we'll be ready to tip this one off and get ready to go. I think we're just going to tip it off. I'm pretty sure. We don't really have a national anthem. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Tim Fruth knows the pledge, I think. One of the officials here. Well, they're lined up for the national anthem. We might just line up and I'll get to attention here for a moment. We'll see. Okay, the Pledge of Allegiance. Nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Somebody took the initiative out there. Okay, we're getting ready to go here. Listening live in the White Mountains, locally on Power 95.7 Hot FM. Our broadcast is brought to you by Cable One. And we're about ready to go. Starting lineups, they look like this. For the number 1 ranked Snowflake Lobos, Gunnar Caldwell gets a start tonight. So does Jordan Gardner. Caden Irvin is in the starting 5 tonight for Snowflake. Kurt Wood and Travis Flake will round out the 5. Travis going to jump center against Chris Williams of Blue Ridge. And for the Yellowjackets, Chris is joined by McKay Burgess, Nate Miles, Trey Tenageth is in the starting five, and so is Linwood Burke. There you go. There's your five. Are you ready for some basketball, Patrick Austin?
Absolutely. Exciting game tonight between the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets and the Snowflake Lobos.
Guys out there in the middle getting ready to jump. Travis Flake, Chris Williams. Here's the toss. And look at that. Chris Williams can sky, and he got the better of the tip against the slightly taller Travis Flake. However, he tipped it out of bounds. So Snowflake will have the ball. We're underway. Game 2 of our broadcast doubleheader. The Division III Section 4 boys semifinals of the tournament. And Gunnar Caldwell will get the ball on the left baseline for Snowflake. And he stepped on the baseline, stepped out over there. And so the ball goes over to Blue Ridge for a first opportunity. And Linwood Burke not afraid to make that first shot attempt from three, and he misses for the Yellowjackets. So no score early on. Here's a miss. I think that was Jordan Gardner who missed a short jumper off the left baseline for Snowflake. And it comes down to Trey Tenageth. The Yellowjackets have the basketball. Now top of the key, Linwood Burke. A behind-the-back dribble off to Trey Tenageth for three. And Trey opens up the scoring. The Yellowjackets lead 3-0.
You know, I was watching him shoot in warm-ups, and he did not miss in warm-ups. I think he's feeling it a little bit, coming out tonight and showing that on his first attempt of the night.
Snowflake now with the ball. We've gone a minute into this first quarter in a fight underneath for position. Travis Flake got bumped by McKay Burgess, and he bumped right back to make himself some space, and then he put a shot up that missed. But Burgess got called for the personal foul, the first foul of the game. It does go against the 6'1 junior, McKay Burgess of Blue Ridge. And at the line for two shots, Travis Flake, the first one is good.
Looking for a huge game from Travis tonight. You know, the Snowflake Lobos, they need to come out and they need to play like they know how to play. Last few games they've struggled. I'm expecting them to come out tonight, be sharp, be precise, and just do a really good job.
Travis Flake was 1 for 2 at the line for Snowflake, so they're on the board now. It's 3-1, Blue Ridge on top. And a little pass that goes into the baseline, trying to find Chris Williams, and that was tipped out of bounds by Snowflake. So the Yellowjackets will inbound. And here it comes into McKay Burgess. He is guarded closely by Gunnar Caldwell, who took his eyes off for a moment, and a nice move by McKay Burgess to kind of go by him to the left, and in the paint on the jump stop. Burgess slipped a little bit, and they call a travel on him, so he'll give it up. Snowflake will have the ball. Kurt Wood up ahead in front court. The defender there is McKay Burgess. Man-to-man Blue Ridge defense in the corner left side. Gunnar Caldwell with it for Snowflake. That's Nate Miles fronting him. Nate has been trying to make a recovery from a bad ankle, and he seems to be getting better and better, but he has been hobbled quite a bit. Caden Irvin has a shot blocked by Linwood Burke out of bounds. Burke defensively for the Yellowjackets. Inbound, Gunnar Caldwell straight over the top, and his first three attempt is no good. Burgess brings it down and into front court for the Yellowjackets. Off to Williams, and boy, he's got an explosive first step, doesn't he? He just kind of blew by a couple of defenders. He was a little bit out in distance from the basket to actually make a shot, but he did put it up because there was contact, and he got the foul. He'll get two shots out of it.
Yeah, nice little fake, little pump fake. Got Travis coming out fast on him and then just sidestepped him and went around him, tried to get a layup, and Travis fouled him from behind.
Travis Flake's first foul of the day. Each team now with one foul. And Chris Williams at the line. First one is no good. Second one is good. He rattled that one home. 1 for 2 for Williams. 4-1 the lead for the Yellowjackets. This game just barely underway. Thanks for joining us. We'll be on the air as well Friday night with the girls' championship game in the section tournament. That game tips at 7. Our broadcast begins at 6:30. Same thing on Saturday in the boys' championship. 7 o'clock start for the game. 6:30 start for the broadcast. Top of the key, Jordan. That's Jordan Gardner with it. He gets it back and he tried a three. It's no good. And it's a rebound down to McKay Burgess and the Yellowjackets. 5:28 on the clock, first period. These teams trying to find a rhythm out there. And Chris Williams will attempt a three. Missed the shot. Linwood Burke tried to save the ball for the Yellowjackets. He couldn't. It goes out of bounds, and it's Snowflake's basketball.
You know, I'm really liking the hustle and the intensity of the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets right now. Playing really good defense.
Well, here's a three. That misses for Kurt Wood. He tried his first shot at the game. He has had some struggles lately for the Lobos. McKay Burgess with a lob inside. Was that a shot or a lob? Chris Williams took the ball out of the air and finished with a basket. I couldn't tell.
I think he's going to say it was a shot.
A shot, not an assist?
Or an assist, I meant.
Yeah.
A pass. I'm going to say that he was making the pass on that.
All right, you're going with him. Okay, I'm with you on that. Hey, that made shot by Chris Williams puts Blue Ridge up early now, 6-1 over the Snowflake Lobos. Snowflake has been unable to get any sort of transition game going yet early on, and you can bet that is something that Blue Ridge has worked on and game planned in the days leading up to this matchup. Here's a miss. Snowflake trying to run off the rebound, but Blue Ridge drops back defensively. Snowflake will work it around on the perimeter. Now a feed inside to Travis Flake. Too strong off the glass. He missed it. The defender, Chris Williams, right in front of it.
Snowflake without a basket yet. One free throw for the Lobos.
And now Jordan Gardner. He blocks Trey Tenagit's shot, and then Gardner was able to take it down the court and get two out of it, right out in front of everybody. It's like the Blue Ridge defenders just gave up on that one early. And Gardner had an easy attempt. And now a jump shot good. This was a long two for McKay Burgess. He made that shot for the Yellowjackets. Snowflake miss. Rebound Burgess. He's out in front, and he's working against three defenders and has it stolen. There was a lot of contact, but Kurt Wood got the steal, has the ball, kick out, three-pointer on the way for Tanner Crosby. He missed that for Snowflake, but Kurt Wood was there for a rebound, had great position, and he made the shot.
Now, I'd like to see Kurt Wood do a little bit more of that, just to get him going rather than trying to get it going out at the three-point line. He's 6'4". He should be down there banging a little bit, try to create and get some offensive rebounds, put balls back up, get some momentum going.
There's a really long three attempt by McKay Burgess. He missed it for the Yellowjackets, but they got it back, and then Linwood Burke, who was going into the paint, thought his teammate was going to be following him, so he dumped it off, and nobody was there. Threw it out of bounds. So he was trying to explain to Chris Williams, hey, you got to be coming this way or that way for me. Goes out of bounds. Snowflake will have it. 3:04 on the clock, first period. A very, let's just say, undramatic first quarter, but I don't know what to expect after we saw that great finish in the Holbrook-Winslow game. Hard to live up to that in a first quarter anytime. Snowflake the ball in the left corner. Feet inside and a turnaround for Jordan Gardner. That was beautifully executed by Blue Ridge.
I just love the way this kid plays. Jordan Gardner, he is all over the place, plays great defense, and just hustles on every play.
8-7, Blue Ridge on top, and a nice entry pass from McKay Burgess into Chris Williams, who had position inside the defender, and he was able to take the pass and make an easy shot, and now gets a rebound for the Yellowjackets. And Blue Ridge seems to have it all together early on here in this game. McKay Burgess for a jump shot, missed it. For Blue Ridge, rebound, Caden Irvin up the floor. Gives it up to Jordan Gardner, and his shot is no good, but he got fouled by Linwood Burke.
Yeah, again, Jordan Gardner just hustling down the court, getting underneath the basket. Caden Irvin making a nice entry pass into him, and him going up strong. That's key to this game, is just getting under the basket and going up strong, try to get some contact, which Jordan did, and going to the foul line for two shots.
Jordan Gardner is going to the free throw line for a pair, and the first one is no good. Into the game for the Yellowjackets, Adam Padilla. Padilla replaced Burke out on the floor. No, I didn't. Burke stayed. Okay, so Padilla's out there. I didn't see who he replaced. Mason Burgess, the freshman, is also coming to the game. He is the younger brother of McKay Burgess, who started for Blue Ridge, and he is still out on the floor right now. So you got the Burgess boys. I think it was Chris Williams who got to take a break instead of Adam Padilla. Here's a miss. Gardner missed them both. Trey Tenagit, Linwood Burke, the Burgess boys and Adam Padilla, the 5 on the floor for the Yellowjackets right now. A minute 54 left here, first period. Blue Ridge 10, Snowflake 7. Burke through the paint, kick out. Mason Burgess has his pass stolen by Kurt Wood. Great pass up the floor. Good pickup by Tanner Crosby, who finished for 2 on the transition. And the Lobos have cut the lead to 1.
Snowflake doing a great job in transition. Their kind of offense, run and gun.
Blue Ridge 10, Snowflake 9. A miss by the Yellowjackets. Rebound, Jordan Gardner. He runs the break with his teammates. Gunnar Caldwell missed, but there's 21. Kurt Wood for the rebound. Kick out. Tanner Crosby starting to feel it. He gets his second field goal in as many trips down the floor. This one a 3. And look at this. The Lobos have grabbed the lead. They are on top now, 12-10.
I love the shot by Tanner Crosby, but again, Kurt Wood getting an offensive rebound right underneath the basket. He needs to get going. He needs to get some confidence. He should have been putting that ball right back up.
Trey Tanageth attempts a shot for the Yellowjackets. Didn't make it, but the rebound and putback was good by Mason Burgess. And here we see the first time in the game, number 12, Keegan Bjorn. And he'll attempt a shot, a little turnaround from about 6 feet. No good. Jordan Gardner had a chance on a putback, and he missed for Snowflake. We're tied at 12. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. McKay Burgess, top of the key, looks for help. Gets rid of it. Off to Trey Tanageth. The Yellowjackets are trying to get Chris Williams back into the game. And they may have to wait till the second quarter. 14 seconds. A steal. It's loose. Jordan Gardner has it. Jump ball. Gardner got a little hand in there when Tanageth was trying to go by him. And then he grabbed the ball on the floor. Tanageth tied it up, and it's a jump ball. With 10 seconds left in the quarter, Chris Williams does get to come back in to the game for the Yellowjackets. So does Travis Flake for Snowflake. So those two big guys that are fronting each other defensively come out for the final 10 seconds of the opening quarter. We're tied at 12. Inbound for Blue Ridge. And back to McKay Burgess. He missed a shot. Nice rebound by Chris Williams. And he fights for 2. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, inbound, and no time to get a shot away by Tanner Crosby. So the Yellowjackets get the final points of the first quarter on a nifty little shot by Chris Williams. Hard-working 2 points right there. And Blue Ridge retakes the lead. They lead now going into the second quarter. Blue Ridge 14, Snowflake 12, and a timeout. Stand by, everybody. Second quarter on the way. Northland basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Is your windshield?
Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So Super Speed means super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
Opportunities for realtors, lenders, and investors. Our partnership attitude is an important key.
Underway here in the semifinal matchup of the section tournament. Snowflake and Blue Ridge, and the Lobos begin the second half scoring. What a great shot in the right corner. Tanner Crosby has got the hot hand right now for the Lobos. He nailed a 3 in the right corner to start this scoring for the second quarter and give Snowflake a 15-14 lead. And then, it stays at 15-14. So Blue Ridge on top, Snowflake on top. We'll get it right. Snowflake 15, Blue Ridge 14. Here's the inbound. The Lobos have the ball off a miscue by Blue Ridge, and they're going to extend that lead out to 4 points. Gunnar Caldwell's first points of the game. It's a big 3. I didn't see that. Who made that last shot?
That
Blue
was
Ridge.
McKay Burgess. He just responded to Porter Caldwell's 3 with a 3 of his own.
Okay, a 3 for. I'm sorry, did I get you there with my?
It's okay.
With my pencil. You're going to have to help me catch up. Was that Travis Flake that got to?
Yes.
Well, these two teams going back and forth. I can't keep up with my pencils and my books and all that, my stuff. 7 minutes on the clock here in the second quarter. The NPC halftime report comes up at halftime. Right now, Snowflake has a 3-point lead, 20-17. Lob pass inside. Well, that was a great pass over Travis Flake into the hands of Josiah Vitale, who took the ball in and made the shot for the Yellowjackets. His first chance to play and his first points of the game, but a great pass by Chris Williams. He can do it on the inside and the outside. Nate Miles running the fast break for the Yellowjackets off a turnover by Snowflake. Couldn't make that shot. Snowflake will run the other way. A floater on the baseline. Kurt Wood, his shot no good. Rebound, Chris Williams.
Well, this is Snowflake's kind of ball game right here. Just run and gun, both teams up and down the court. Blue Ridge so far being able to hang with them, matching them point to point. Snowflake up 20-19 with 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
Drive by Nate Miles, a little dish off to Chris Williams, and Williams took too many steps. He missed the shot anyway. Not one he will normally miss. He missed that shot inside, but got called for traveling. So Snowflake has the basketball. 6:02 on the clock. A 1-point game. Another great game. Another close game like we had in the first one. Although I will say this. Didn't Winslow have a 13-point lead at some point in the second half of that game?
They did in the third quarter.
Over Holbrook. And then Holbrook came back and actually won that game. Top of the key.
Great first game.
Jordan Gardner hands off to Gunnar Caldwell on the drive, and he is going to get fouled. And right in front of our position, Adam Reek, the head coach of Blue Ridge, is having a heated exchange, mostly on his end of it, with Tim Fruth, the referee. He was asking for a travel on a couple of different guys and didn't get either one. Caldwell got fouled. He is at the line. Gunnar sets and shoots, and he missed off the back iron. Gunnar Caldwell, a senior for Snowflake. He has been the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game, I think, in the last two broadcasts that we've done, hasn't he?
That's correct.
He missed both free throws, however, on this try. But Jordan Gardner is there to get the rebound and keep it alive for Snowflake. A three on the way, and Caden Irvin buries that shot for the Lobos.
Everyone's stepping up here for the Lobos tonight. 3-pointers by Crosby and Caldwell, and now Irvin putting the Lobos up by 4.
Linwood Burke tried. Beautiful pass across the lane to Chris Williams, but then the defender turned around. That was Travis Flake, and Williams had no shot, so he kicked out to Nate Miles, and then a whistle and a foul. And the Yellowjackets will inbound the ball. It comes in to Linwood Burke. Dribbles out to the top of the key to set things up. Now off the right side, Trey Tenageth. Miles has it, and now a lob inside from Burke to Williams. A little baby hook turnaround, missed the shot. Travis Flake was right there in front of him, and Snowflake will get the rebound and run like they do. Open jumper right side, wide open for Gunnar Caldwell. Couldn't make it. Rebound, McKay Burgess. He's going to run, and that entire Snowflake defense gets back before any of Burgess's teammates can get up the floor. They must be tired, because they got outran by the defense wholeheartedly down the floor that time. Yellowjackets working it around. Tenageth puts it on the floor, drives, kick out. Williams for 3, missed the shot. Rebound, McKay Burgess, and he's just right there wide open for a putback. Jordan Gardner was the guy who fell on the play there for Snowflake, and he got up slow. I thought he might be hurt, but he's okay.
Yeah, that was just kind of a weird play. Jordan had to kind of jump back, and McKay was just kind of there trying to go up on 2, and it looked like it undercut him, but he didn't. He didn't do it on purpose. Halfway here into the second quarter on the drive for Snowflake, Gunnar Caldwell trying the right baseline. A couple of defenders come out to meet him. I believe it was Trey Tenageth one. No, it was Linwood Burke and Nate Miles. One of them made contact on Caldwell right in front of the bench. Coach Reek of Blue Ridge, he hated the call. And the Blue Ridge fans that are behind us, they hated the call too. I think it was a pretty good call. Caldwell at the free throw line. He gets a couple of shots out of it. First one is good. Rattled that one around, but made it. Well, I was just going to say, it might not be a bad idea fouling the Lobos. I don't think they've made a free throw yet, but Gunnar Caldwell there just made the Lobo first free throw.
Yeah, that's their second free throw that they made. Yeah, Travis made one earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And There's a miss. Caldwell made the first, missed the second. Travis Flake, by the way, left the game just a moment ago. Keegan Bjorn is back out there on the floor for Snowflake. Here is a nice floater. Look at that beautiful floater, and a little one-handed shot by Linwood Burke to convert for the Yellowjackets.
Now it was really nice touch on the ball. Those are hard baskets to make, those little floaters in the lane. You're running the other direction. Nice play.
I love his game. Here's a drive by Jordan Gardner. Like his game too, but he missed the shot. Rebound, Burke has it. He drives against a couple of defenders. Missed it, but a putback by Nate Miles for the Yellowjackets. We got a great game going on here. Blue Ridge regains the lead here, 25-24. Top of the key, working the ball around, Tanner Crosby to Caldwell. Inside, little hook move by Keegan Bjorn, trying to go around Linwood Burke, who hates the call. He's called for a foul. He hated that. He was trying to use the baseline as a defender, but I think he might have got in with the knee or the hip. Didn't like it. Second personal foul on Linwood. He goes out of the game. Mason Burgess comes in to replace him for the Yellowjackets. Here's an inbound play for Snowflake. Comes into Keegan Bjorn. He got his arm slapped. He is fouled. He goes to the free throw line.
Well, the Lobos needing to do a better job at the free throw line. We'll see what Keegan Bjorn can do here. They've got to make their foul shots tonight. Blue Ridge too good of a team. And this game, by all indications, is going to be a close game. So every free throw is going to count. And Bjorn missing the first.
Yeah, missed the first one. The team is 2 out of 9. And he makes the second. So 3 out of 10 right now. 30% free throw shooting will never get it done. That might be a carnival basket on that end. I mean, it's hard to make that one. So far, the Yellowjackets are the beneficiaries of that bad free throw shooting that Snowflake has put together. 25-25, we're tied. And McKay Burgess for a 3 in the corner, left side. Yellowjackets miss, but Mason Burgess kept it alive, threw it away. Steal by Kurt Wood. And he almost lost the ball. Snowflake working. Bjorn on the baseline against 2 defenders. Gets rid of it. Crosby in the lane. And a nice put up and a basket by Crosby. Tanner Crosby.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Tanner. Just kind of got caught running down the lane. Bjorn with a nice pass, easy layup.
10 points in the game for Crosby. Nate Miles misses in the lane for the Yellowjackets, but then he's going to steal the ball for Blue Ridge up the floor, and a finish by McKay Burgess. Well done by the Yellowjackets. Burgess has 9 points in the game. A drive by Kurt Wood, a floater on the baseline, and he missed that shot. 2:19 left here in the first half. Great game, tied at 27 apiece. The NPC halftime report just moments away. Yellowjackets feed it inside to Chris Williams. Turnaround, jump shot. Over the top of Bjorn, missed it. And rebound, Snowflake. Caden Irvin has it. Up to Kurt Wood, now to Irvin, right side. Spot up 3, missed the shot. Well short of the mark. Rebound, Jordan Gardner, and he is fouled on the way back up with it.
Just a typical Jordan Gardner play there. 2 Blue Ridge Yellowjackets right there standing underneath the basket for the rebound. Jordan just kind of sneaks in, steals that ball away, goes up and gets fouled and goes to the line for 2.
Foul on Tanajith. Minute 53 left here in the half. At the free throw line is Jordan Gardner. And his first try is good. So let's see if the Snowflake Lobos can turn around their woeful free throw shooting here at the start of this game. Here's an attempt that goes up and a miss. Gardner 1 for 2 on that try. He is 1 for 4 from the line in the game. Normally a little more trusty than that. Yellowjackets have the ball on the rebound. Top of the key, it's Chris Williams. Sets a screen now for Tenejith. Off to McKay Burgess, who comes through the lane and just floats it up there and makes that shot. McKay's having a great start to his game. He's got 11 points to pace the Yellowjackets on offense.
Yeah, he's a great basketball player, and he's just a junior.
Well, there's a nice play. Tanner Crosby, a little bounce pass on the baseline to Jordan Gardner, who was able to slip up there and put the basket in. Nice shot. Nice shot for the Lobos. They retake the lead here, 30-29. Mason Burgess has thrown the ball away 3 times in the game now for the Yellowjackets. The freshman for Blue Ridge is really having a hard time out there.
He is. It seems like every time he throws the ball, it ends up in Kurt Wood's hands for some reason. Not sure if What's going on with him? I don't get it.
Kurt's reading the eyes.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Reek is going to give an invitation to Mason to join him on the bench, take a little break. And so Nate Miles comes in for him and the Yellowjackets. Under a minute left now here in the half. Kurt Wood, got to get him started. If you're Snowflake, he missed a three just now. And on the rebound, a foul called on Snowflake. That might have been Travis Flake that picked up the personal foul. 55 seconds remain in the half. Here's the inbound. McKay Burgess walks it up. Slowly met at midcourt by Kurt Wood. Kick out left side. Josiah Vitale now. Tenejith in the corner. Burgess. And he'll have it knocked away by Kurt Wood and gets it right back. Heads up play by McKay Burgess going on the baseline. Kicks it out. Nate Miles feeds it down low. Chris Williams missed the shot. Rebound Vitale. He makes the shot for the Yellowjackets to get the lead back. 31-30, 20 seconds left here in the half. Boy, these teams are manufacturing some second and third chances, aren't they, out there?
Yeah, they really are. Everybody's going to the offensive boards here, and Blue Ridge doing a good job, one of their smallest players, getting the offensive rebound, going right back up with it.
Here's the inbound for Snowflake. It comes in. Eventually to Travis Flake. Can't handle it. Adam Padilla there to help defensively and cause a turnover. The Yellowjackets have it. 7 seconds left. Here's a long shot. Trey Tenejith missed. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Keegan Bjorn. And he's up ahead to Gunnar Caldwell, who got the shot off before the buzzer. Couldn't really get set for his half-court shot, so he missed it. And we got a great game on our hands. It's a nip-and-tuck battle. And here at halftime, Blue Ridge leads Snowflake 31-30. We go into the halftime reports, brought to you by NPC. And we'll get to that coming up next, a breakdown of things happening here at our ball game. Good stuff, big fun. Stand by. Northland Basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Is your windshield?
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today. We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Fast enough?
Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So super speed means super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
Triple threat high school sports coverage. Radio, TV, internet. Only at Power 95.7.
Says Floyd, don't do your guitar thing anymore. Welcome everybody back to Show Low High School. Floyd Simmons here, along with PA Patrick Austin, and we are bringing you Northland Basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio. Listening on Power 95.7 Hot FM, where the game is brought to you by Cable One. And now the Northland Pioneer College halftime reports. That first half, what a great half of basketball. The score here, Blue Ridge 31, Snowflake 30. This Lobos team has had a great year. They come into the game 25-2. Think about that for a moment, everybody. How impressive a season has Snowflake put together, 25-2. Blue Ridge, a great season as well, 21-9. You can't sneeze at that record. That's a great record. Ranked number 7 in the state coming in tonight. Snowflake, by the way, the number 1 team in the state. But here's the deal. The deal is that Snowflake they have been locked into close games for the last couple of weeks. I mean, every time they turn around, they are playing in a very tight game, and that can have its benefit, Patrick Austin. I think it can benefit your team. It forces you to stay hungry and realize that you've got to fight for everything you get out there on the court. You can't take anything for granted with that 25-2 record and number 1 ranking going into the state tournament. But question is, are they going to get toppled at some point? Right now, Blue Ridge has a slim halftime advantage.
Right, you just never know. You got to look at it positively when you're winning these games by 2 points. You got to look at it as, hey, we're not playing very well, but we're pulling these games out and we're winning these ball games, and that's a positive thing. But eventually, you get in a close game like this, anything can happen. I mean, just like the other night against Sholo, with I lost his name.
You're talking about Sean Potter?
Sean Potter hitting that 3-pointer as the buzzer expired. It didn't count, but anything can happen against these Snowflake Lobos. And I don't think they like to see these games winning by 2 points, 5 points the last few weeks. So Snowflake needs to put something together in the second half. This game reminds me a lot of the Blue Ridge Snowflake game in Snowflake. Blue Ridge came out, I believe they were up at halftime, and they just played Snowflake really close, and Snowflake able to pull it out eventually in the fourth quarter. But Snowflake needs to get some things going. Kurt Wood needs to get going. Travis Flake needs to get going. Just not doing a whole lot for the Lobos tonight. On the other side of the ball, Chris Williams having a huge game for Blue Ridge tonight. I think he's got 11 points in the first half.
I think it's 7, actually.
7 points.
I just saw the total there, yeah.
Okay. So he's doing a great job. And McKay Burgess also just coming out, going hard to the basket, making some easy baskets, and he's the one that has the 11 points tonight. But great basketball on both sides of the ball. Looking forward to a great second half.
Let's give you the rest of those point totals from the first half. The Yellowjackets, the slim lead here at halftime. McKay Burgess has just had a great half of basketball, 11 points as mentioned. 7 points in the game for Chris Williams. 4 points so far tonight scored by Josiah Vitale. 3 points for Trey Tenegeth, 2 points for Mason Burgess. Nate Miles has 2 points. Linwood Burke has 2 points as well. A little surprised that Linwood's number is really that low, because presence-wise, I feel like he has really had a pretty good first half. He's been all over the court and handled the ball pretty well for the Yellowjackets. So perhaps more in a distribution kind of effort by him. Snowflake for the first half, they've got one guy in double figures, Tanner Crosby, a couple of threes to his credit. He's got 10 points to pace the Lobos so far in this one. Jordan Gardner has 7 points. 4 points for Gunnar Caldwell, 3 points for Caden Irvin, 3 points for Travis Flake, 2 points for Kurt Wood. That's a number that baffles me, that mystifies me, because we saw Kurt finish with under 5 points against Winslow, going late into the game. Up to like 20 seconds left in the game, he still only had 2 points in that game. Just offensively, where's Kurt Wood been? And Keegan Bjorn has 1 point. Expect to see him start to get loose in that second half. He's always good for 12, 14 points a game for you. There's the totals, and it's halftime. The NPC halftime report. We invite you to stay right where you're at. We'll continue to break it down from that first half and look ahead to the second half in just a moment. Sports Zone Radio presents Northland Basketball. Back right after this.
You know who.
Fast enough?
Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So Super Steve means
Super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
The site of the section tournament, Snowflake taking on the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets, and Blue Ridge has really put together a nice game plan for that first half. They lead Snowflake 31-30, and it seems like one of the things that I witnessed Blue Ridge doing out there, Coach Patrick Austin, is I see them falling back on defense very quickly off of a shot attempt. They're not lingering, they're not hanging around too much. They're willing to give up second and third tries, although they've gotten some of those too, but they're not packing it in to try to get the offensive rebound. Once a guy shoots, everybody's taken off, and the whole point is try to disrupt that Snowflake transition game. And credit Blue Ridge, Snowflake has had very little of that very familiar run the ball off of a miss or off an inbound. They just haven't had a chance to get that kind of rhythm going.
Right, Blue Ridge doing a good job getting back. You're exactly right. That's how Snowflake has beat them in the last 2 times. I mean, Blue Ridge has been able to keep it close, and then, certain times they wouldn't get back on defense quick enough, and Snowflake was just getting easy baskets. So Blue Ridge doing a good job. They've got a couple of guys going back on each shot attempt. Snowflake's going to have to come up with something. They're still going to run and gun, I'm sure, but they've got to come up with a half-court offense that's going to be successful against this Blue Ridge Yellowjacket team. They're going to have to get Kurt Wood going. That kid, he's 6'4", like I mentioned before. He's a point guard. He dribbles really well, but that kid's got to get under the basket. He's got to get some offensive rebounds, go up and get some easy shots underneath the basket, get something going. He's got to get some confidence going into the second half and into the championship game if they win this game tonight and into the playoffs.
Close game here, and obviously anybody's game to win so far. If you're the Holbrook Roadrunners, and they've got to be around here somewhere watching this game, I haven't quite seen where Holbrook has staked out a spot here. I'm sure they're here scouting these two teams. But if you're the Roadrunners and you're set to play in the boys' championship coming up on Saturday, which one of these teams you think you match up with best, and would you like to see on Saturday?
I think that Holbrook matches up with Snowflake okay. Because Snowflake doesn't have a whole lot of size, and Holbrook's played him really tough. Should have won the game in Holbrook. But I think all in all, if Holbrook would want to see somebody and have the confidence enough that they know they can beat them, I think that they would want Blue Ridge. They've just kind of dominated Blue Ridge. They're very good in the half court, and they've just kind of handled Blue Ridge in their first 2 games.
Well, there's a lot of Holbrook fans that are still here at Show Low High School, still in the stands up there, Patrick. And, maybe if they kind of feel the same way, we might start seeing who they are tilting toward, who they are starting to support if they want to see Blue Ridge. And you know what? I kind of have that feeling that just by nature they would want that. Snowflake is more the rivalry, the direct rival of Holbrook, and so many years of those great basketball games that these two teams have played against each other, and those very savvy Holbrook fans, I think, are probably thinking to themselves, you know what, I'd rather see Blue Ridge. So we'll see if they start to give the love in the second half to the Yellowjackets and try to help lift them to a victory, so that their boys can maybe face Blue Ridge.
Yeah.
On Saturday in the championship game. By the way, the Holbrook girls are also in the championship game. They're going to play in the girls' side. They're going to play on Friday. Friday at 7 o'clock. They get to face the Winslow Lady Bulldogs. And Patrick, you didn't get a chance to see the action last night. I don't know how much of it you had a chance to hear, but some pretty good basketball played right there. Holbrook ran away in the win over Snowflake late in that game, but Winslow is going to be the decided favorite. But you know that if Holbrook is on their game in the girls' side, they can certainly come up with an upset win, knock off the Bulldogs there.
Yeah, absolutely. Holbrook's got a great girls basketball team. If they can get hot and play good defense, they'll definitely have a chance against Winslow. But Winslow's so consistent. They have such a great girls program. They have the last, as many years as I can remember back. Winslow's had a great girls program, and they are going to be tough to beat. Holbrook's going to have to play their very best game of the season to beat them.
No question. All right. That brings us to the end of the NPC halftime report. Take a timeout. When we return, the start of the third quarter. What a great game. Blue Ridge 31, Snowflake 30. You're listening to Northland Basketball. It's presented by Sports Zone Radio.
To be effective,
Triple threat high school sports coverage. Radio, TV, internet. Only at Power 95.7.
Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So super speed means
Super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
Begins the second half here at Cholo High School, and Kurtwood with a mental mistake. Had the basketball, was thinking about throwing it to Jordan Gardner, and then thought about dribbling it, and then thought about throwing it again. And between all of those things happening, he ends up traveling with it, and he just dropped it.
Yeah, he knew he did it.
Just let it drop out of his hands, and the official whistled him. So Snowflake turns it over to start it, and you know what? Blue Ridge will return the favor on a pass to Trey Tenage. He took his eyes off the basketball for just a split second, and he lost the handle. It goes out of bounds. So Snowflake will get it all back, and they'll set up to try to get something going here to start the second half. Our score here in the third period just underway. Blue Ridge 31, Snowflake 30. It's Northland Basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio. You're listening live on local radio in the White Mountains on Power 95.7 Hot FM. And it's brought to you by Cable One. Here's Linwood Burke on the drive for Blue Ridge. He dishes off to McKay Burgess in the paints. McKay is fouled on his way up. A little bit of a touch foul to start this second half. Caden Irvin picking up the personal for Snowflake. And at the free throw line for two is McKay Burgess.
McKay doing a good job tonight, just getting in the lane and putting the ball up, and he's got a really nice touch. Has been able to make a few of those, just 6, 7, 8 feet out from the basket, and he's an excellent free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's just a nothing fancy, all business free throw guy, isn't he?
Yep.
Got great form at the line. 2 for 2 on that trip, and the lead for Blue Ridge to start this third period now is 33-30, 7-minute mark. Tanner Crosby, bounce pass into Travis Flake. He did a nice job to get some distance, some space between him and Chris Williams, the defender, and he banked it off the glass. So 2 points up and in for Travis Flake. Chris Williams, though, working the other end against Travis. The big guy's going at it, and he rolls one in. That just rolled over the lip of the iron, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
A slow motion up there, and 2 points for Chris Williams. A miss for Snowflake. Rebound, Blue Ridge. Nate Miles got the rebound. We'll check your starters here in just a second. Nate Miles on the drive for Blue Ridge. Kicks out. Stolen by Kurt Wood. He has a number of steals in this game. Up the floor, run the break. He gives it off to Jordan Gardner, and Jordan has the 2 for Snowflake. Let's check the 5 starters for Snowflake right now. Travis Flake, Caden Irvin, Tanner Crosby is out there. So is Kurt Wood and Jordan Gardner. And in just a moment, I'll check Blue Ridge for you. Here's a 3. Linwood Burke misses for the Yellowjackets. Irvin the rebound. Snowflake has it. Top of the key. And Kurt Wood spots up for 3. Missed the shots. Ended up on his backside off the miss. And the Yellowjackets 5 starters for this half. McKay Burgess, who goes into the paint on the drive. Didn't get any help, but got his own rebound. There's 4 defenders there, and somebody got the ball back there. I think the Snowflake fans were not happy with the effort. Burgess got the rebound, kicked out. Nate Miles missed a jumper for the Yellowjackets. Up the floor, Caden Irvin has 2 points. Let's check those 5 again here. It's Nate Miles, McKay Burgess, Linwood Burke, Trey Tenegith, and Chris Williams out there on the floor for the Yellowjackets.
Snowflake with 6 points here to start the third quarter. All layups, 2 on fast breaks. On one of those fast breaks, all 5 Snowflake players back to 1 Blue Ridge player.
Chris Williams trying to throw a dish out pass in the corner to Nate Miles, and that pass goes out of bounds. Boy, I tell you, Yellowjackets don't look like they brought their best effort out of the locker room. They might have left something in there. Here's a miss by Snowflake. Tenegith, the rebound, behind the back dribble, guarded by Jordan Gardner, gets rid of it. Linwood Burke, spin move against Kurt Wood. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Nate Miles. And the Yellowjackets have the ball. Here's a shot up. McKay Burgess misses. Linwood Burke the rebound. So the Yellowjackets getting several second chance opportunities here. Feed inside. Chris Williams, a little turn to his left, and he throws it away. Threw it right into the hands of Jordan Gardner. Snowflake has it. Wide open for 3. Kurt Wood still can't find the range. Missed that shot. You can see it on his face. He doesn't feel good. His coach, who is also his dad, giving him an earful from the sideline. Andy Wood telling Kurt something. And neither one of the expressions looked all that pleasant.
I think he's telling him he needs to come out of the game because he's 0 for 5 to start the second half.
Well, Snowflake's getting a couple of guys ready to come in. And Trey Tenegith will spot up for a 12-foot jump shot, and he hits that shot for the Yellowjackets. Timeout taken by Blue Ridge with a slightly 37-36 Blue Ridge on top. We'll take a timeout as well. Northland Basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Fast enough? Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So Super Steve means super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
Plus, from Cellular One, buy the entire year and
on a layup, rebound. Chris Williams up the floor, and he finishes with a nice little floater in the paint, and he also drew contact for a foul. 3-point play opportunity on the way for Chris Williams. And I got a question for you, Coach Patrick Austin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's the deal. Just a moment ago, the Yellowjackets made a shot and called a quick timeout. Now, I understand the thinking later in a game when it's the tension is mounting, it's close, and you're getting. But at this stage, explain the rationale to me. Off a make, the Yellowjackets called that timeout a moment ago. What's the thinking there?
Well, that basket put Blue Ridge up by 1 point, and I believe that the coach probably called timeout to get a good defense. He thinks this is a critical part of this third period. You've got some timeouts to burn. Wanted to put something together to get a big stop for the Yellowjackets to give them some momentum to try to build this lead.
All right, we'll go with it. Chris Williams made a shot a moment ago. We called that out, and he had a 3-point play opportunity, and he made the free throw. So that puts Blue Ridge up by 4 now. 40-36, the Yellowjacket lead. And Snowflake a miss, a 3 that missed for Tanner Crosby, and the Yellowjackets work with it. Nate Miles driving, wraparound pass, and he threw it right off the shin of Tanner Crosby of Snowflake. So the Yellowjackets will inbound. Here comes a little soft inbound. That was interesting. Into Chris Williams. He decided to drive, and he scooped it up there. Great shot by Williams. I'm just going to ask you a flat-out question. Is Chris Williams the best player in the section?
I don't know if he's the best player in the section, but I think he's the best big man in the section. I think he's money around the bucket. His moves and his touch around there. If he gets the ball underneath the basket, he doesn't miss very often, and I really like that about him.
Chris Williams, 6'3" senior for the Yellowjackets. Well, maybe he's a junior. I'll check that in a moment. There's a feed inside. Keegan Bjorn with a patented Keegan move as he gets it. He spins, hooks around the defender, and he gets to the layup. He's very quick in doing that, and he gets his first field goal of the day. Took him a while to get there. 4-point Yellow Jacket lead. Trey Tenagit, top of the key. Gives it off to Linwood Burke. Snowflake in the man-to-man defense. Burke guarded by Caden Irvin. Burke wants to take him to the basket. He schools him. He just went right by, blew by the defender, and Burke made the shot.
Yeah, he's quick. That's a good basketball player.
There's Snowflake with it, and a drive for Tanner Crosby. Crosby going full steam up into the basket, and Tanner is going to get fouled on his way up. Two-shot foul on the way. Substitutions getting ready for these two teams. Travis Flake getting ready to come in along with his teammate Kurt Wood. Also right in front of us, Adam Padilla and McKay Burgess are getting ready to enter the game, and they'll come in right now. Made free throw by Tanner Crosby. Crosby had 10 first half points, and now with 11 in the game.
Probably Snowflake's best foul line shooter. He does a pretty good job at the line.
Sinks the second one. And the lead for Blue Ridge is 4 points, 44-40. Here's a give and go for the Yellow Jackets. McKay Burgess gave it up to Vitale, got it back, missed the shot. Vitale got the rebound, and he made the putback for the Yellow Jackets. 6-point lead.
Blue Ridge doing a really good job on the offensive boards tonight, just really tough.
Snowflake, I'm just going to say it, they're flat. They've been flat for a while. And here's Keegan Bjorn with a little look inside. His 6-footer is no good. Rebound, Yellow Jackets, a chance to make it an 8-point lead right here. Or 9 if they should hit a 3. They're going to try one. Linwood Burke, short, front iron. Rebound, Tenagit, put back for the Yellow Jackets. 8-point lead. Is that their biggest of the game?
Another offensive rebound. That is the biggest lead of the game.
Timeout on the floor, 48-40. Blue Ridge on top. Snowflake wants to try to stop the bleeding with 59 seconds left in the third period. Stand by, everybody. Northland.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So super speed means super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
From the Snowflake timeout, they'll get a shot. Gunnar Caldwell missed a shot, a 3 from the near side, the left side of the alignment. And the Yellow Jackets get the rebound. They've got it. Trey Tenagit, turnaround, a long jumper. He thought the clock was running out or something like that. There's 33 seconds left. Or he was trying to draw a foul. I'm not sure. I think that's what he's trying to tell his coach. I thought I was getting contact. Nope, not so, but it goes out of bounds. So the Yellow Jackets will keep control. 30 seconds left here in the third period. A feed inside to Adam Padilla, and it's off his hands, out of bounds. 48-40, Blue Ridge on top of Snowflake, but the Lobos get it back and in danger. Snowflake in danger. A lot of time left, I know, but in danger in this game of losing for the first time since December. Only their third loss of the season, this would be. And it would have huge implications, a huge fall from grace for the Lobos in the rankings. We'll talk about that in a moment. Well, actually, they might save their number one position even with the loss in the rankings, but the tournament would be hugely affected, the state tournament. Uh-oh, big 3 in the corner left side by McKay Burgess, he buries that. 2 seconds, 1 second. Gunnar Caldwell. He puts one up at the buzzer. Caldwell misses. He comes up short. A lot of emotion from Gunnar after that miss. And look at the lead for Blue Ridge going into the fourth quarter. 51-40, they lead. Snowflake will take a timeout. Come back for the final 8 minutes in just a moment. Another great game right here. Don't leave your seats. The fourth quarter on the way. Northland basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Small town.
Fast enough? Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So super speed means super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
Here we go, fourth quarter underway now. Snowflake, Blue Ridge, and the Yellowjackets with a big lead here to start this fourth quarter. They lead 51-40 over the number one ranked team in the state. Blue Ridge came in ranked number 7. And, we talked about it before. Tough to beat a good team 3 times in the same season. Normally you talk about football in those terms, but here basketball, Snowflake's having trouble. Big time with the Yellowjackets. Blue Ridge 51, Snowflake 40. Gunnar Caldwell got fouled. He is at the line for Snowflake here early on fourth quarter, and Gunnar makes good on the first try.
Well, we're going to see what this Snowflake Lobo team has, that's for sure. Blue Ridge playing a great game tonight, up by 9 in this fourth quarter. So we're going to see what Snowflake's all about.
Caldwell at the line, 2 shots, both good for the Yellowjackets. Blue Ridge with the ball. Going to work it around into the left corner. There it goes. Chris Williams dumps it inside. Adam Padilla couldn't get the shot for the Yellowjackets. Rebound, Jordan Gardner, and Padilla will get whistled for a foul.
Padilla just being a little bit aggressive there, trying to get the steal. The coaches are upset over here for Blue Ridge, but you can't grab somebody's arm. That's a foul.
That's not normally acceptable in the game, is it? 51-42, the Yellowjackets on top. Here's Kurt Wood up the floor, gives it off to Gunnar Caldwell off in the corner. Nate Miles covering him. Jump stop by Travis Flake. He puts it up from about 6 feet out. That's just not his shot, and he missed it. Chris Williams got the rebound for the Yellowjackets. So give us an idea what the Yellowjackets are trying to do defensively here, Patrick. They have, and we're going to see Trey Tanageth come into the game for the Yellowjackets. He might be replacing Adam Padilla, but for a while here anyway to start this quarter, Adam Padilla and Chris Williams along the front line, 6'3" apiece, those two guys, a big front line, and they just normally don't go with that rotation very often, those two guys on the floor same time.
Yeah, they're not wanting to give up the easy bucket underneath. They're kind of giving the Lobos some shots on the outside, and so far it's playing out for them. Snowflake not shooting well at the three-point line at all.
Well, Trey Tanageth just hit a shot. That was a good 10-footer, and the Yellowjackets continue to pour it on here. They lead 53-42 after Trey's make there. Now McKay Burgess trying to drive into the paint, has it knocked away. Stolen by Snowflake. Up the floor, here's Kurt Wood. He gets fouled on the finish. Chris Williams got a little piece of wood on the way up. He was able to influence the shot, so it was no good, but Kurt's going to the free throw line on the Chris Williams foul.
Well, this is what Kurt Wood needs to do. He needs to go to the free throw line. He needs to see the basket. He needs to sink a couple of free throws, which he misses the first. But this kid has no confidence right now. He has no confidence at all shooting the basket.
Nope, he sure doesn't. At the line, missed that free throw. He has 2 points in the game, 1 field goal, 2 points in this game for Kurt, and he missed the front one, or the off the front iron, missed the second shot. Wow, Kurt's not Kurt. That's that Kurt being Kurt. And by the way, here's a side note to pay attention to. Here's a backcourt violation on Linwood Burke. Snowflake will get the ball back. Chris Williams comes out of the game. 4 personal fouls. 6:22 left to play in this. You know that Coach Reek is going to go as long as he can here now without Williams in the game. See if the guys out there can protect this 11-point lead. Adam Padilla gets the tall order of covering Travis Flake defensively. And if I'm, now they're going to drop into a zone, aren't they? Yellowjackets move into a zone, but I'm going to try, if I can, to try to get a matchup somehow of Travis Flake and Adam Padilla. Ball out at the top. Kurt Wood drives off the glass. Just nothing for him there. He was going in traffic and he missed the shot. Wasn't his best decision to shoot that one. The Yellowjackets bring it up the floor, and Kurt Wood commits a foul.
Hey, Blue Ridge doing a great job defensively. Snowflake Lobos are in trouble tonight. Blue Ridge has got to put together. They're playing great defense. Snowflake not being able to get anything going offensively.
Yellowjackets inbound. Linwood Burke, he gets it back. And he pulls up with a jumper. And he nails it. 14-footer. It's good. And these Yellowjackets they're on fire. They can do no wrong, it seems. 13-point lead. That matches their biggest of the day. Jordan Gardner for Snowflake. Off to Travis Flake. He tries to drive, cut off there. Gives it off to Kurt Wood. Drive to the basket, and Kurt is able to scoop one up and make that shot.
Well, Kurt needed that. Gives them a bucket in the second half and maybe a little bit of confidence.
A three-pointer for the Yellowjackets. You know, here's the thing for Blue Ridge. They are getting a lot of open looks, aren't they?
They are. They're getting a lot of open looks, and they're knocking them down.
Well,
they're shooting the ball really well.
That was a miss there for 3 by McKay Burgess, but off the rebound, it went out of bounds. And here's another open 3 on the inbound, and Kurt Wood with just a bad foul. It came into Linwood Burke. He was open for 3, and Kurt just kind of came out and stuck a hand in his bread basket. He draws a foul, his second foul in the span of just a minute or so on the clock. Kurt's going to come out of the game for Snowflake. We're going to try to get Gunnar Caldwell in for him here in just a second. But a lot of frustration showing on Kurt Wood. And he's coming out, but he needs to be on the floor right now with Chris Williams off the floor for the Yellowjackets. Something wrong with this picture.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I just know that the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets are playing really well right now.
Yeah, how about 2 made free throws right there by Linwood Burke? And he's going to get 3 tries because he was fouled outside the arc. So here it comes. Can he make it 3 out of 3? This would be huge for the Yellowjackets. They're on top 13 right now. Make it 14. Perfect. Burke has 7 points in the second half. 9 points altogether. 5:02 remaining. It's a lot of time, but the Lobos have to get something done here in a hurry. Here's a pass to Jordan Gardner. Now a feed inside to Keegan Bjorn. He is fouled. Shot blocked by Linwood Burke. Linwood just did a great job to block it, but he also fouled him. So 2 shots for Keegan. And guess what? That is Linwood Burke's 4th personal foul. Four fouls on Burke, 4 fouls on Williams, if I understand scorekeeper correctly. Keegan is at the line. Keegan Bjorn is just absolutely money right there, isn't he? Just almost never misses. 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 12-point lead for the Yellowjackets. Here comes the ball up into front court. Linwood Burke, kick out. Trey Tenejeth stepped inside the line, missed the shot. Rebound, Tanner Crosby. Up ahead, Jordan Gardner in a feed inside, dangerous pass. There's a defender right in front, and it glances out of bounds off of Keegan Bjorn's hands. That was just that pass didn't look like it was ever going to materialize.
Put a lot of heat on it. Keegan just couldn't go. You know, it's hard when you try to throw one over somebody's head too quickly, because you can't pick up the ball until it's right on you, and Keegan not being able to do that.
Boy, we're at the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. 4:20 left to play in regulation. Blue Ridge 58, Snowflake 46. The Yellowjackets work it inside. Trey Tenejeth, a little turnaround, and he was able to get the roll. Made the shot over the top of Keegan Bjorn. Snowflake with a basketball. Now, exactly 4 minutes left in regulation. Feed inside to Keegan Bjorn, who is fouled on the floor. He gets fouled before he can put the shot up. So the Yellowjackets have 2 guys in foul trouble. Linwood Burke, one of the starters, and Chris Williams, and somebody else has got 3 fouls as well. Inbound, three-pointer is up. It's good for Caden Irvin. He nails it for Snowflake. Snowflake needs to take advantage. I'm sorry, it was Gunner. Are you sure? Gunner made that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Gunner made it off the inbound. Snowflake got the 3, and they're going to get the ball back now on a turnover. Step on the sideline. So that made 3, made it an 11-point Yellow Jacket lead. And right now is when Snowflake has to get something done because Williams is out and Burke is out.
Yeah, essential for the Lobos to come down. They just got a turnover and to make a bucket here, cut this lead under 10.
Feed inside. Gunnar Caldwell. He stepped on the baseline, out of bounds. Yellow Jackets get the ball. Blue Ridge fans loving this. 3:42 remaining. Tenejik brings it up. Now Nate Miles. Snowflake going to commit a foul as they had a couple of defenders corralling Nate Miles, but I'm a little surprised that not more aggressive defense being played by Snowflake, more full court press, that kind of thing. 3:36 remaining.
They've always been pretty effective at their half-court press, but I agree with you. They might need to put some pressure because Blue Ridge been able to waste a lot of time just getting up to the half-court line.
Going to start to meet the ball handlers a little more aggressively now. Here's an open shot on the left baseline by Josiah Vitale. Rebound Jordan Gardner, and he was undercut by Nate Miles. A foul on Nate, and Jordan comes down on his back and his elbow, and he's also showing a lot of pain out there.
Happy birthday, Jordan Gardner.
Today's his birthday?
Yeah, him and Travis Flake's birthday today.
Well, happy birthday to both those young men, and Jordan gets to celebrate it with a big old knot on his left elbow.
Yeah, he does.
After that play. 60-51, Blue Ridge on top. Snowflake just really unable to mount much of a comeback so far. And how about this Yellow Jacket team? Poised for the upsets. Knock off the #1 team in the state. Are you kidding me? Gardner at the line, made the first one. Made the second one. Look at this. Chris Williams and Linwood Burke going to come into the game with 3:19. Yep, it's about that time, isn't it? Bring those guys back into the game and use them up. Spend them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Spend them if you can. Spend them if you got them. Okay, out on the floor, a timeout taken. And the timeout, I think, was called by Snowflake. Okay, 3:19 to play. It's Blue Ridge 60. Snowflake 53. We'll take a timeout. Stand by, everybody. Back in a moment. Northland basketball.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Fast enough?
Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So super speed means
Super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
Service. You're not going to find that at the big.
Okay, we're back here, and controversy reigning supreme right now out on the floor. The scoreboard says 60-53, Blue Ridge leading Snowflake. Official book says 53. Snowflake, I believe their book says 53. Blue Ridge says 51 for Snowflake. And guess what the Sports Zone radio book says?
51.
51, yeah. And Derek Simmons been following the score, and you got 51, don't you, Derek? So, not saying that we're right, but we're usually not wrong. Just want to throw that in there. We don't have that. No, we don't have that. We've got 51. We have 51. But we're not official by any stretch of the imagination.
They have 51. They have 51.
So 3 different people agree with 51, but 2 different people agree with 53. The official book and Snowflake say 53, and so now the debate is on. The debate is on. Who do we give? They go with 53. Who do we give the extra 2 to?
I don't know. Do you think they counted that bucket where Gunner scored on the baseline, but they called him out of bounds? I don't know.
It's possible, yeah. You know, you're right about that, right? That is possible. It's a tough one. They're looking it over. The 2 coaches are right now in a face-to-face conversation. I'm not saying it's heated at all. Is that what you guys have? Does your book look like that? Don't know. That's still. It's still on. The debate is still on. What are they going to go with?
They're going to go with the official.
They're going
with the referee
53, right?
Jersey on.
Okay.
At the scoring table.
Here it is.
53-60.
60-53. Blue Ridge on top. Through all of that, here we go. 3:16 left to play in the game. Yellowjackets have the ball into front court, and it's dribbled off the ankle of Jordan Gardner. McKay Burgess tried to put it on the floor, and it went out of bounds. And again, it was right off the ankle. Here's the inbound for the Yellowjackets. Down to 3:10. 7-point game. The Lobos trying to get a stop and a basket. That would be huge for them. Blue Ridge, a basket for them is going to be enormous. They're just content to take time off right now. Now a drive by Linwood Burke. Misses front iron. Missed the follow. Chris Williams missed his follow attempt.
Wow.
And Travis Flake got the rebound for Snowflake. But a steal. Bad pass by Kurt Wood, and he steals it right back. Stolen by McKay Burgess, and Wood stole it back. A drive. Knocked out of his hands by it was Tanner Crosby had it knocked out. A three on the way, and Snowflake nails it. Gunnar Caldwell from the right corner, and timeout taken. And that mystery 2-point basket is looming huge right now because it is officially a 4-point lead for the Yellowjackets, and Blue Ridge not happy.
No,
Adam
they're
Reed, the
not
head
happy.
coach, is not happy. He gave an earful right now to one of the officials out there. Wow, what a shot by Gunnar Caldwell. We've been talking about him lately. He is money at clutch time, isn't he?
I'm telling you, that kid is something else. He's struggled a little bit tonight, and then he's hit a couple of threes in this 4th quarter and hit both of his free throws to give him, 7 points. 5 points. How many points?
8 points.
8 points
in the 4th quarter.
In the 4th quarter. So doing a great job for the Lobos again, coming through when guys like Kurt Wood and a couple of others are struggling.
12 points overall for Gunnar Caldwell, who's making another case here if Snowflake can come back for the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. It's a 4-point game right now, 2:20 to play, and a whistle, a foul. Linwood Burke will go to the free throw line. Burke was fouled. I think that was that. If that's Kurt Wood,
he called it on Caldwell.
Okay, because Kurt's, I think he's in danger close foul trouble right now. How about this? Yeah, the Yellowjackets have brought their 2 big guns with the 4 fouls out there. Linwood Burke is one of them, and he's at the line right now. Chris Williams has 4 fouls. And Burke drains the first free throw. It's good.
This kid's money at the line.
Certainly is. Burke bounces and missed the second. Travis Flake the rebound, a 5-point game. 61-56. How about this? Caldwell tries to drive. Great defense by Nate Miles. He is just all over him, isn't he?
He's all over him.
Tenacious, will not give just an inch. Kurt Wood on the drive, and he dishes off to Travis Flake. Beautifully done, and that shot is good by Travis. Now that's Snowflake basketball. We haven't seen much of that. Kurt is famous for that, isn't he? I mean, 7-8 assists a game, but we just haven't seen a lot of that lately. And now a foul. The Yellowjackets in the front court. Snowflake gets whistled, and Nate Miles gets a trip to the free throw line.
Snowflake doing a pretty good job coming back, playing really aggressive on defense. I believe that was a foul. We're hearing some boos in the back from the Snowflake fans, but Gardner just a little bit aggressive with the body and putting Miles at the line.
Nate Miles missed on the 1-and-1, missed the front end. That was a big miss for the Yellowjackets. Up the floor, the Lobos just not handling the ball well, almost throw it away. Tanner Crosby for three, nails it, and Crosby ties the game. You have got to be kidding me. Blue Ridge into front court. We're tied at 61. A minute 30 to play in the game. Yellowjackets trying to set up for a selective shot.
Floyd, I don't know if I can handle 2 of these games in a row.
Well, that last game was a great one, wasn't it? Here's a no-look pass inside. Chris Williams did not see it coming from Burke, and it's taken away. It's off his hands. Travis Flake picked it up. Snowflake, all of a sudden, in control. They come back. They tie the game at 61, and they've got possession with 1 minute to play. But that Yellow Jacket defense has been so fast. They get in the passing lanes. They've done a great job. Drive. Jordan Gardner. He tried to draw contact, and he ended up losing the ball out of bounds. They're going to say out of bounds off Blue Ridge. And the fans here, alertly, these fans saw that if you didn't call a foul on that, that needed to be out of bounds off Jordan, I think. I don't think any Yellow Jacket touched it.
No, I don't think so either.
Well, a timeout taken, maybe our last timeout of the game. We're closing in on the end of this one, tied at 61. What another great game going on here at Sholo in the section tournament. We'll take a timeout and return in just a bit. Northland Basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio. Back right after this.
Is your windshield?
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Sholo and Snowflake.
Even better, you'll
back in and resume play here with 49 seconds remaining. Snowflake, the inbound, comes into Jordan Gardner. There's Gunnar Caldwell, feed it down low. Travis Flake, is he going to try to take Chris Williams to the basket? He tries, missed the shot, but a foul called. Called on the rebound. Chris Williams goes to the free throw line for Blue Ridge. How do you like that?
A great move by Travis Flake, just couldn't finish at the bucket, and Chris Williams right there for the rebound. Gunnar Caldwell did foul him, coming down with the rebound, putting Williams at the line.
39 seconds left. Blue Ridge a chance to get the lead again. Here they go. And Chris Williams misses. Rebound, McKay Burgess. That was monstrous. Wow, what a rebound. McKay Burgess goes into the paint, gets the rebound, and puts the shot up. And it's good for the Yellowjackets. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What's going on here?
I don't know. Great ball game. Great play by McKay, getting that offensive rebound. Kind of a really, really bad play by the Snowflake Lobos, putting a kid at the line for a 1-and-1 and then not coming up with the defensive rebound on that and letting McKay just come in, get a rebound, go right back up with it for the easy bucket.
That makes it 63-61 with a timeout taken immediately by the Yellowjackets. They take the timeout. They want to try to get their defense set. And the Lobos are going to have the ball. Now let's discuss strategy with 35 seconds left. Snowflake with a basketball. Now in the first game, similar situation. There was a little less time on the clock for Holbrook. You said they need, I think there was 18 seconds left. You wanted a shot as soon as they can get a shot they liked, a good-looking shot. You wanted them to take it. You say the same thing for Snowflake with 35 seconds left, down by 2?
Yeah, too much time. You got to get down. You got to try to get a basket. You got to tie this game up. You don't want to go to the last second and try to win the game on one shot or tie it.
Chris Williams has 4 fouls. If I'm Snowflake, I put it in the hands of Travis Flake and put him one-on-one with Chris Williams. He's going to play soft defense or he's going to foul out. Snowflake the ball, 20 seconds. Drive by Kurt Wood. He kicks out. Tanner Crosby over to Gunnar Caldwell for a long 3, and that's nowhere close. I mean, nowhere close. 10 seconds. McKay Burgess comes down into front court. There's a foul. Foul in backcourt. Burgess is going to go to the free throw line, and that'll be 2 shots. 10th foul on the Snowflake Lobos. And it looks like the Yellowjackets are poised with 7 seconds left. This would be huge. McKay Burgess doesn't miss at the line, does he?
He's solid at the free throw line. Nerves a little bit heavy out there right now. You saw it with Gunner's shot way wide right, but not for Burgess.
Burgess is money. Makes the first free throw. So it's a 3-point game now with 7 seconds left. If he makes this, it's a 2-possession game. And you got to love Yellowjackets' chances to win. No! Misses! Rebound. Snowflake timeout with 6 seconds left in the game.
Still alive.
Wow.
Still alive for the Lobos.
6 seconds. The Lobos going to have it. Now, where are they going to inbound? They rebounded under the basket.
Right.
The coach on the sideline called timeout immediately. Do you get it at half court, or do you have to go the full length?
I think you have to go the full length.
I believe you're right as well. It used to be, right? Didn't they? They had altered that rule for a while. When was it that you could inbound at half court? When was that?
I think you have to advance the ball to half court before you can get it to half court.
Well, that, of course, makes obvious sense. It seems like there was a time when you could, on that rebound or on the inbound, you call timeout, you could get it at half court. Either way, it doesn't matter.
I could be wrong.
We're going to stay right here. And Snowflake, if they have to go the length of the court, they're going to have to face a pretty tough defense. They're going to go into the teeth of a very strong defense. Here's who the Yellowjackets will send out to defend this final play for Snowflake. Chris Williams is out there, Linwood Burke, Trey Tanigeth, and up to pressure the ball in backcourt will be McKay Burgess and Nate Miles. Nope, Nate's going to come back into backcourt. Tanigeth and McKay Burgess. Jordan Gardner gets the assignment to inbound the ball. Gardner, and up there in backcourt with him is number 21, Kurt Wood. And just like that, after looking at what Snowflake is planning to do, the Yellowjackets call a quick timeout. Quick timeout taken by the Yellowjackets. We're going to just stay right here. No sense us losing this, okay? We don't want to lose we don't want to lose it. Well, Patrick, were you ready for this when you knew that you'd be calling these games tonight? Were you ready for 2 cardiac finishes?
You know, I was hoping actually for 2 really good ball games, and that's what we've got tonight. Great ball game between the Winslow Bulldogs and the Holbrook Roadrunners, with Holbrook hitting the last second shot to put them up and winning the game by 1 point. Here we go tonight, 61-64. We're going to have 6 seconds left on the clock for Snowflake to get one last shot attempt off to try to tie this ball game. 6.1 seconds to go. The Lobos are going to get it on their end. They're going to have to bring it up the length of on the Blue Ridge end, going to have to bring it up the length of the court with 6 seconds left.
We'll see what they can do. 6.1 on the clock. Here it comes in to Kurt Wood. Time ticking down. Kurt gave it up. We lost it. He tried to bounce pass between the defenders. They stole it, and at the buzzer, McKay Burgess makes a shot, and a celebration is on for the Yellowjackets. They are celebrating like they just won the championship. They have knocked out the #1 team in the States. They have beaten the Snowflake Lobos after losing twice to them this year, and on this neutral court, the Yellowjackets played a great game from start to finish, and they win. Final score, Blue Ridge 66, Snowflake 61.
Yeah, great game by Blue Ridge. You know, they were solid all night. They played great defense. They deserve this win. They played better than the Snowflake Lobos did. And what a win. Congratulations, Blue Ridge Yellowjackets, advancing to the Section 4 championship game against the Holbrook Roadrunners.
Listen, thank goodness that 2 points, that controversial 2 points earlier in the game, thank goodness that did not have anything to do with this finish. Congratulations, Coach Reek. How about that, huh? Wow. Final score again, 66-61. Blue Ridge is on to the championship game this coming Saturday night. They'll take on the Holbrook Roadrunners in the boys' game. And the Roadrunners are probably happy to see that matchup coming their way Saturday. All right, got the post-game wrap-up on the way here in just a moment. I want you to stand by, everybody. Northland Basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio. Back in just a moment.
Fast enough? Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So super speed means super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Ball Wrap-Up Show. A look back at tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio.
How about two great finishes in the section tournament? Boys play tonight in game one. The Holbrook Roadrunners nail a shot with 7 seconds left, a big three, to win their game, to defeat the Winslow Bulldogs. And in the nightcap here tonight, the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets pull off the upset. They knock off the number one team in the state, the Snowflake Lobos, who after this game are likely to retain that number one position in the rankings. However, by losing today, the best Snowflake can do for seeding purposes for the state tournament is
number 7.
Number 7. They drop from what was going to be, if they win this section tournament, the number one seeding. They drop down to number 7. Wow. That takes that whole season of work that you do and makes it look almost insignificant, doesn't it?
It does.
You could have lost 2 or 3 games along the way and still got the number 7 spot.
That's right.
How about the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets and their victory tonight? Final score, Blue Ridge 66, Snowflake 61, and awesome. An awesome game tonight, a great night of basketball, and an upset win. You love to see those upsets. I will say this, Snowflake looked poised for a loss for a couple of weeks. I mean, they've been locked in some real close ones and haven't really played with a lot of that old familiar Snowflake rhythm for a while.
You know, they really haven't. They've struggled. Some of their best players out there that they've depended on all year long, like Kurt Wood and Travis Flake, have really struggled. Keegan Bjorn really struggled tonight also, and just aren't looking like they have in the past. And for them to go into this tournament, and you're right, how disappointing. You know, you're number one in the state. You've had a great year going in 25-2 and come into this tournament and lose to Blue Ridge. But give credit to Blue Ridge Yellowjackets. They just played a great ball game tonight. They came in with a game plan. They stuck with it and was able to get a significant lead on the Lobos and was able to maintain that to come up with this victory tonight.
Well, okay, so break that down for us again. What in specific was the game plan? What did the Yellowjackets need to do that they did that gets them this win?
Well, they took away Snowflake's fast break, and Snowflake's fast break is their game plan, is what they do. And so instead of sitting back on defense and going to the boards hard, they left 2 guys kind of rebounding on the defensive end or on the offensive end, and then everybody else kind of came back and tried to stop that fast break of the Snowflake Lobos and was successful in doing it. Snowflake really having to depend on their half-court offense tonight and just struggled in it. Didn't shoot the ball very well, even though Gunnar Caldwell came out and hit a few huge threes to get the Lobos back in the game, but just not enough play by Kurt Wood and Travis Flake, Keegan Bjorn down underneath the basket to pull this one out tonight.
Snowflake's going to get a little time off, aren't they? They're not going to have to play in the section tournament on Saturday. They will not play. I'm assuming here, you know, you're highly ranked as they are right now with the rating. They were almost 10 full points ahead of the number 2 team coming into tonight. So even though they lose this game and they won't play on Saturday, I've got to assume they're still going to be positioned to get a first-round bye. That means that it's going to be a while before Snowflake plays basketball again. And especially with a young team like this, I don't know that that's the best thing for them. They need to be playing competitive basketball and stay at some level. On the other hand, since they haven't played great basketball in a couple of weeks, maybe it's just what the doctor ordered. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say because, a game for them to play against somebody that they can get some confidence back up and get some, momentum going into the playoffs. I just don't know what would be best for them if that would help, or them taking a week off and just saying, look, we're going to get our legs back underneath us. We're going to come to the court every day and just shoot and try to get some confidence in their three-point shooting. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the Lobos can do.
Well, we're going to see if we can get a conversation in with head coach Adam Reek real quick. Why don't you hold that up for him there? Bring on the victorious coach. Adam Reek tonight led his team to a win, 66-61 the final score. We extend our congratulations to the Yellowjackets. They knock off the number one team in the state. Coach Reek, congratulations. What a win tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Floyd. It was a hard-fought game, and obviously, Snowflake's a great team, and they showed it by that comeback that they had. They tied it up and, had a chance to take the lead. I'm real proud of our guys for sticking with the game plan and really, getting a stop when we really – a couple stops when we needed. We weren't very good from the free throw line down the stretch.
So talking about the game plan, to beat Snowflake, it seems you've got to take them out of what they like to do best, that transition game. So where did that fit into your scheming for this? What did you have to do tonight to pull it out?
Well, obviously we if you look at a shot chart from our previous games with Snowflake, they shoot probably 75% of their shots from inside the lane. And so, we made a concerted effort to really kind of jam it up in there, and credit to their shooters. They stepped up and number 3, Caldwell, had a great night shooting. At the end there, he got a good look, but we had our big Chris Williams closing out on him with hands high and made it a really tough shot for him. So.
So the Yellowjacket, your team, you guys have just seemed to steadily improve. You have developed into one of the elite teams, a top 2, top 3 team in the state perhaps, especially knocking off a Snowflake. What's the key? What's the secret? You guys have just gotten better as the season's gone.
Well, these guys have stayed with it. I got a great group of guys that don't see a whole lot of court time, and when you have outstanding young men who are selfless and hardworking, regardless of how many minutes they play, that rubs off on everybody. And the character of guys like Dominic West, Josiah Vital, Adam Padilla, Justin Faria, and the rest of the guys that Johnny Fiore, who's not with us. But when you have guys like that come to work every day, the team unity and it becomes about the team. And so that idea of, hey, we got to improve, we got to get better every day, is just a function of that collectiveness that we have. So a huge part of this goes to our bench guys. You really can't talk about those guys enough.
Yep, Coach. How about looking ahead to Saturday now? You get to play in the championship. You get to take on the Holbrook Roadrunners. How about that?
Yeah, it'll be a little bit of a different pace. We played that double overtime game with them, the only time we played them this year, and our guys are hungry. And Holbrook's a really disciplined team. They're very tough. They make free throws. They do all the little things right. And we're going to have to. One of the things that our team needs to improve on, and we've made a big step forward tonight, is taking care of some of the little details, which we haven't been that detail oriented as a group, and we're figuring that out. So hopefully we take care of those details. We corral loose balls with 2 hands, make sure we're boxing out. I like our chances. I like the pieces that we have in this puzzle. This is a great group of guys. It's so fun to be around these guys. So,
Coach, good stuff, man. Great win for you. Great win. I mean, a momentum builder, right? And if you can carry that into Saturday and then get something big there going to the state tournament, anything can happen for this Yellowjacket team, huh?
Absolutely. You look at. I think they're. The PowerPoints are what they are, but I think that. Any given night, really. There's a bunch of teams. I mean, Snowflake played a real tight game with Holbrook. Snowflake played a tight game with Winslow. We played tight with Winslow. I don't think, it's hard for me to judge what's going on down south from the valley. I know that some of those teams are really good and well polished. But up here, like I said, any given night, this game this is the third time we played them. It's tough. It's tough to beat someone 3 times, and so, there is that factor too. So.
Good stuff. Congratulations.
All right, thanks, Floyd.
Adam
Thank
Rink, the head coach of Blue Ridge, and that victory, a big win tonight for the Yellowjackets. Final score 66-61. So Blue Ridge with this win. Holbrook with the earlier win. Those two teams on the boys' side will meet in the championship game coming up on Saturday night, 7 o'clock. And we'll be on the air carrying that game at 6:30. Boy, that was a fantastic finish. Let's bring Derek Simmons of SportsZone123.com into this one. And I'll tell you, Derek, I'm gonna. This isn't like a throwing you under the bus at all, okay? But we're like everybody else. You and I, and all of us in media. You, Patrick, we speculate before games. We pick who we think might win on a given night or whatever. We don't talk oftentimes about it on the air, though sometimes we will. I'll especially ask you guys what you think, and I won't often tip my own hand here. But you can see that Snowflake has been kind of poised for a loss for a little bit. I will say, Derek, that you just felt that Blue Ridge really looked like the team that might come out before any of this happened tonight. You thought Blue Ridge was ready for a win here.
I thought it even went back to the Alchese game when Blue Ridge had a home game against Alchese. It was an Alchese home crowd. I mean, they brought 90% of the fans were Alchese fans, but Blue Ridge took it to them. They beat them 87-47. And I mean, they beat a pretty good Alchese Falcons team by 40 points at home. And when that happened, my mind changed. I had a 180 on Blue Ridge. I really felt like they were hot. And coming in, Snowflake had almost given up, 3 or 4 games in a row. And it's that emotional toll that it takes on you when you play 4 games in 1 week and your margin of victory is 14 points for those 4 games. I mean, it takes an emotional toll. 3 games straight where they won by 2 points. And so I felt like, yes, Snowflake was kind of poised for a loss, but I really felt like Blue Ridge took advantage right at the right time. They've been getting hot at the right time. And then they had, of course, total team effort. You said it to Coach Reek, they've been getting better every week, and they really have. The opposite maybe of a lot of Blue Ridge teams in the past where they've been so good at the beginning of the season, and by this time of the year they've tanked and they're not making the playoffs, and now this year they've peaked at the perfect time.
Yep, they certainly have. All right, hang for a second, Patrick. We're going to take a timeout in a moment, and we're going to come back with our final thoughts on this one. But first, before the break, we need to announce the Sholo Ford play of the game, and here's where we're going to go with that. We're going to look back to, there was 40 seconds left in the game. The Yellowjackets actually, I believe it was a tie game, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been tied at 61 apiece with not much time left. And the Yellowjackets had been fouled. I believe Chris Williams was at the free throw line to shoot, and he missed. I believe Chris missed on a 1-and-1. And when he missed, game was tied. The Yellowjackets had their Snowflake opportunity. If they get the rebound, they've got possession, they can do something, maybe call a timeout, set something up. But that's not what happened. McKay Burgess came into the lane, and he made a big rebound and putback for 2. And that rebound putback gave his team a lead, a 2-point lead. McKay Burgess working inside. Great job there, and that ends up being our Sholo Ford play of the game.
Great play by
Argue
McKay.
with that?
Absolutely not.
Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Because I didn't argue with yours earlier.
No, you didn't.
No, okay, all right, very good. Congratulations, McKay Burgess. That's the Sholo Ford play of the game. On the rebound, the putback, and that gave his team, the Yellowjackets, a lead that they would never give up from that point on. Victory tonight for the Yellowjackets, final 66-61. We'll step aside for our final break in this one, a final timeouts, and we'll wrap things up in just a moment. Northland Basketball presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway.
Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So super speed means super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Nicholas wanted us to pass along his apologies to fans that might be out there listening, fans that had a hard time getting into the game, the delay that caused some of the fans not to be able to get in as early to the game tonight as they had hoped to. It certainly wasn't intentional, and an apology. Please accept that from Sholo Athletics here. They're doing a great job. I just got to tell you that they are going. They go work overtime to host these tournaments. This is the second year in a row for the section tournament and all the rest that they do. And great job done by Coach Nicholas, David Nicholas, and his crew. He's the athletic director here at Sholo High School. So please do accept that apology. And as we go to wrap it up here, it's time to announce the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. Patrick Austin, you've got that honor.
Well, it's kind of funny because in the Holbrook-Winslow game, we announced the player of the game who was also involved in the play of the game. So we are doing the same thing tonight with this Blue Ridge team. McKay Burgess coming up with the huge play of the game, getting the offensive rebound and going back up with it with just a few seconds left to put the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets up on Snowflake by 2 points. But not only did he do that, but he scored 11 points in the first half, and he scored 8 points in the second half. And 3 of those points were clutch free throws that he made, which was a huge factor in this game between the Yellowjackets and the Lobos were free throws. So congratulations, McKay Burgess, player of the game tonight.
The Sports Zone Radio player of the game. Way to go, McKay. Nice job. Coming up on Friday night, the section championship will be on the air at 6:30. Tip time 7 o'clock. And on Friday in that girls championship, the Winslow Lady Bulldogs go up against the Holbrook Lady Roadrunners. Can't wait for that one. Big game. We'll have it for you here on Power 95.7 Hot FM. And also online at sportszone123.com. Look for the same thing on Saturday with the championship game on the boys' side. And what a game that's going to be. Blue Ridge could be the hottest team in the section right now probably are the hottest team going at the moment. Blue Ridge going to take on the Holbrook Roadrunners. So Holbrook's got a boys and girls representative in the championship, and we'll be here for both of those games. The Saturday game, the boys game, does start also at 7 o'clock. Our broadcast will begin at 6:30. Well, Patrick, you want to give a final thought on just collectively on a great night of basketball here at Show Low?
You know what? That's it, Floyd. It was a great night of basketball tonight. 2 really good ball games. What more could you ask for tonight? I mean, Winslow and Holbrook going to the last seconds of the game. Just a great ball game. And then tonight with Blue Ridge upsetting the number 1 team in the state, the Snowflake Lobos. What more could you ask for on this Wednesday? Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, it is Wednesday.
Okay, cool. On this Wednesday night, coming to the Show Low High School, great facility, great place to play basketball, and seeing these great games.
I concur completely on those thoughts. Thank you, Patrick. Austin. Want to give a special thank you to Derek Simmons of SportsZone123.com. Look for his content online on our website. That is SportsZone123.com. On the Facebook page, look for that under the Sports Zone magazine. Don't forget to download our mobile app for your iPhone, for your Android, your mobile device, whatever it is. Download that and be listening to Sports Zone Radio around the clock, okay? Don't forget to hear us live on the app as well, coming up on Friday and Saturday for those games. Later on in the weekend, look for a fresh edition of the Sports Zone Live Radio Show on Sunday evening. And then we'll be on to the state basketball tournament next week, where we'll provide tons of coverage for you right here, courtesy of Sports Zone Radio. Well, that's going to do it. For Patrick Austin, I'm Floyd Simmons, reminding you that tonight the Holbrook boys beat Winslow in a nail-biter, and here in the final game, Blue Ridge with the upset win over Snowflake. Final score 66-61. Until next time, have a great night. Be safe out there. Be warm, and we'll see you next time. God bless you, everybody. So long from Show Low High School.
Triple threat high school sports coverage. Radio, TV, internet. Only at Power 95.7.